Point 1. Getting to know wealth. How the rich think. When it comes to money and building wealth, how we think really matters. There's a common idea that rich people don't just work for money. This comes from the author who had two very different father figures in his life. One was his real dad, who struggled financially, and the other was his best friend's dad, who was wealthy. Each of these men had their own views on money and work, which shaped how he saw financial success. As kids, he and his friend wanted to be rich but didn't know how to get there. They asked their dads for advice and got very different answers. The dad who struggled financially told them to focus on school, but get a steady job. While this advice is well-meaning, it often leads people to work hard for money without really building wealth. This struggling dad represents a mindset that many people still have today. It's all about fearing financial instability and believing that a good education and a stable job are the keys to success. But this way of thinking can trap people in a cycle where they work hard just to pay bills and taxes without ever really getting ahead. On the other hand, the wealthy dad had a different take. He believed that real wealth comes from making money work for you instead of just working for money. This idea is central to his teachings. It's not just about getting a paycheck. It's about understanding how money works and using that knowledge to create chances for financial growth. He remembers a time when he started working for the wealthy dad and was frustrated by his low pay, just 10 cents an hour. After a few weeks, he confronted the wealthy dad, hoping to learn about managing money. Instead, he got a big lesson. Just working for money won't make you rich. This moment helped him realize that to be financially successful, you need to change how you think. The wealthy dad stressed the importance of learning about money and spotting opportunities. He encouraged him to think critically about money, investments, and how to create wealth. This included knowing the difference between assets and liabilities and focusing on acquiring assets that bring an income. His journey shows how important it is to be financially literate. Many people never learn how to manage money well, which leads to ongoing financial struggles. But those who seek knowledge about money and investments can break free from the limits of traditional views on work and income. The idea of not just working for money also ties into entrepreneurship. The wealthy dad pushed him to look for business opportunities and think outside the box about making money. This entrepreneurial mindset is key to building wealth because it helps people create value and use their skills and passions. He also highlights the importance of taking smart risks. Wealthy people often see risk as a part of growth, while those who struggle with money tend to shy away from it out of fear. This fear can stop people from chasing opportunities that could lead to big financial gains. By changing how we view risk, we can open ourselves up to new chances and paths to wealth. Another important point is the idea of passive income. Instead of relying only on money from a job, he suggests creating ways to earn passive income through investments, real estate, and other ventures. This method allows people to build wealth over time, even while they're not actively working. The rich know that money can work for them, bringing in income without constant effort. In short, the main takeaway is that wealthy people don't just work for money. They focus on building assets, understanding financial principles, and creating opportunities. By adopting a mindset that values financial education, entrepreneurship, and passive income, anyone can break free from the limits of traditional jobs and find true financial freedom. Point 2. Getting a grip on money and investments. To becoming financially independent, one of the biggest lessons is understanding money. It's super important to learn about finances, know the difference between things that make you money and things that cost you money, and make smart choices about where to invest. Financial education isn't just about budgeting. It's about really getting how money works, how to grow it, and how to use it to build more wealth. A lot of people go through life without picking up these essential skills, often depending on schools that don't teach practical money knowledge. This can lead to bad financial choices, which can trap people in debt and money troubles. A key point to understand is the difference between assets and liabilities. An asset is anything that puts money in your pocket, while a liability takes money out. This simple idea can be confusing. For example, many think of a house as an asset, but it can actually be a liability if it comes with costs like mortgage payments, taxes, and upkeep. Instead of making money, it can end up costing you. So it's important to know what you really own. To build wealth, it's best to focus on getting real assets. These could be things like stocks, bonds, real estate, or businesses that bring a passive income. The idea is to create a collection of assets that work for you, giving you a steady income without you having to work all the time. This way, you can shift from working for money to having your money work for you. Changing your mindset from being a spender to becoming an investor is crucial. Many people spend their money on things that give them quick joy, like fancy clothes, cars, and vacations, which don't help them grow financially. On the other hand, wealthy people think differently about their spending. They focus on investing their money in things that will pay off in the long run. This smart approach is what sets the wealthy apart from everyone else. It's also important to keep your expenses low. By cutting back on unnecessary spending, you can put more of your money into investments. This not only helps you build a strong financial base, but also allows you to reinvest, which can really boost your wealth over time. The more you reinvest your profits into new assets, the more your money can grow. Lastly, being proactive about learning is key. This means seeking out knowledge, learning from successful investors, and always trying to improve your understanding of money matters. The more you know, the better choices you can make about your investments and financial plans. In short, understanding money and investments is super important. By thinking like an investor and focusing on real assets, you can work towards financial freedom and security. It might take some discipline and time, but the benefits of being financially independent are definitely worth it. Point 3. Take charge of your finances. Grow your wealth by owning assets. Nowadays, a lot of us get stuck in the routine of working just to get paid. We often think that having a stable job is the key to feeling secure, but this way of thinking can hold us back from really building wealth. The idea here is to mind your own business. This means looking beyond just your job and taking charge of your financial future by investing in things that can make you money over time. It's important to see the difference between your job and your business. Your job is what you do to earn a living, like being a teacher or a manager. It usually comes with a regular paycheck. But your business, in this case, is about the investments and projects you take on outside of your job that help you grow your wealth. A great example of this is the author who learned from two different father figures. One dad believed in getting a steady job and playing it safe, while the other dad encouraged focusing on building assets that could earn money in the long run. This difference in advice really shaped how this person approached making money. From a young age, he took the advice of the dad who focused on assets. He even started his first little business at just 9 years old, renting out comic books to kids in the neighborhood. This taught him early on that he could create his own income instead of just relying on a paycheck. As he grew up, he worked at well-known companies, but always made sure to invest his earnings into things that would make him money. The main point here is that just relying on your salary probably won't make you rich. While a steady paycheck helps with bills, it's really about how you invest that money into things that can grow your wealth. Think of your money as a tool to help you build a better future, not just something to pay for everyday expenses. To really take charge of your finances, you need to be proactive. This means learning about different types of investments like real estate or stocks and figuring out how they can help you financially. By spreading out your investments, you can create different ways to earn money, even when you're not working. Also, understanding how money works is super important. Knowing the basics of investing and the market can help you make smart choices about your money. This knowledge can help you spot good opportunities and avoid mistakes that could set you back. Another key part of taking charge of your finances is keeping an eye on your spending. Living frugally and avoiding unnecessary debt can free up more of your money to invest in things that will grow your wealth over time. Remember, building wealth takes time. The journey can be tough, and there will be bumps along the way. But staying committed to investing in assets and keeping a positive attitude can lead to financial success. Resilience is key if you want to reach your financial goals. In short, minding your own business means taking control of your financial future. It's about shifting your focus from just relying on a job to actively looking for ways to build wealth through owning assets. By understanding the difference between your job and your business, investing wisely, and prioritizing learning about finances, you can set yourself up for a bright future. True financial freedom comes from making your money work for you. giving you the security and freedom you deserve. Point 4. Getting a grip on wealth. How the rich handle taxes and laws. The rich often have a different playbook on building wealth than the rest of us. A big part of their success comes from understanding taxes and the legal system. This know-how helps them stay ahead of the rules that are supposed to keep things fair. There's a story about Robin Hood that many of us know. He stole from the rich to give to the poor, and while that story is exciting, one wealthy person had a different take. He saw Robin Hood as a bad guy and thought the story led to a tax system that unfairly hits the rich. He believed that when the government tries to spread wealth around, it often ends up hurting the middle class the most. The rich have some clever tricks up their sleeves to protect themselves from taxes. One of the biggest tricks is using corporations. Unlike regular people who pay taxes on their income before spending it, corporations can spend money before they get taxed. So, they only pay taxes on what's left after expenses. Imagine if you only had to pay taxes on the money you didn't spend. That's the perk corporations enjoy. But there's more to it than just taxes. Having a corporation also helps limit personal risk. If someone takes out a loan and can't pay it back, they might lose their personal stuff or even go bankrupt. But if a corporation fails, the owners only lose what they put into it, and their personal belongings stay safe. This setup lets the rich chase after big opportunities without risking everything they own. The takeaway is simple. By learning the ins and outs of taxes and laws, wealthy people can navigate their finances much more easily. They use their knowledge to build wealth while avoiding the traps that catch those who don't know better. This creates a big gap between the rich and everyone else. It's important for anyone wanting to improve their financial situation to get educated about money. Knowing how money works, how taxes are applied, and how to use legal structures can really help in building wealth. The rich spend time and money learning these things, which helps them make smart financial choices. In contrast, many people don't know about these strategies and just accept things as they are. This lack of knowledge can lead to missed chances and money troubles. It's a good idea to seek out financial education, whether through reading, attending workshops, or finding a mentor to learn how to navigate the world of wealth. Also, the wealthy often plan ahead to lower their tax bills. They use deductions, credits, and other legal ways to keep more of their money. This proactive approach is very different from how many people handle their taxes, just paying what they owe without thinking about how to lessen the load. The way people think about money also plays a big role in their financial outcomes. The rich see money as a tool for investing and growing, while many in the middle and lower classes view it as just a way to get by. This difference in mindset shapes how people deal with their finances and leads to very different paths in building wealth. In short, understanding taxes and legal systems is crucial for achieving financial success. By using corporations and other financial tools, the wealthy can protect their assets and lower their tax bills. The message is clear. Getting educated about finances is key to breaking free from traditional ways of thinking about money. By being proactive and seeking knowledge, anyone can empower themselves to build wealth and secure their financial future. Point 5. Why learning about money matters for building wealth. These days, many people don't pay enough attention to learning about money, which can leave them struggling to manage their finances. It's surprising how little financial education is offered in schools, and this gap can lead to bad money choices that affect families for years. When he was younger, the author learned a lot about money from a successful entrepreneur he called Rich Dad. He and his friend got to see how businesses work up close, attending meetings and learning from financial experts. This real-life experience gave them a different view on how to create wealth, which was very different from what their classmates were taught in school. While most kids were told that working hard and getting good grades would lead to success, the author and his friend discovered that knowing about money is just as important, if not more so. They learned that understanding how money works, like saving, investing, and the magic of compound interest, is key to building wealth. Sadly, this kind of knowledge is often missing from school lessons, leaving many students unprepared for their financial futures. You can see the effects of this lack of education everywhere. Many young adults are drowning in debt, often using credit cards without realizing how high the interest rates can be. And it's not just young people. Even those with degrees sometimes make poor financial choices, like not saving for retirement or picking bad investment plans. The numbers are pretty alarming. About half of workers in the U.S. don't have a retirement plan. And among those who do, a huge percentage aren't ready for retirement. This shows just how crucial it is to teach financial skills from a young age, all the way through college. The author believes that society has really dropped the ball on teaching people about money. Many grow up thinking that just working hard is enough for financial success, ignoring the need for financial knowledge. This misunderstanding can lead to a lifetime of money troubles as people try to navigate a complicated financial world without the right tools. To change this, he suggests that people take charge of their own financial education. Learning about managing money, investing, and building wealth can help individuals make smarter choices and lead to better financial health. One big takeaway is the need for a solid financial plan. Having clear goals, like saving for retirement, investing in things that grow your money, and finding ways to earn extra income, is super important. By setting specific financial targets, people can work steadily toward achieving them. He also talks about knowing the difference between assets and liabilities. Assets are things that put money in your pocket, like investments or rental properties, while liabilities are expenses that take money out, like loans or mortgages. Focusing on building assets and reducing liabilities can help people grow their wealth over time. Another key point is the idea of financial independence. True wealth isn't just about having a big paycheck. It's about having the freedom to make choices without being held back by money issues. This freedom lets people chase their dreams, invest in new opportunities, and enjoy life more. To reach financial independence, he encourages thinking like an entrepreneur. This means being open to new ideas, taking smart risks, and always looking for ways to grow. By adopting this mindset, people can carve out their own paths to success. Lastly, he emphasizes the value of connecting with financially savvy people. Surrounding yourself with those who understand money can offer great insights, support, and motivation. Learning from other successes and mistakes can speed up your own financial education and help you avoid common traps. In short, the lack of financial education is a big issue that impacts everyone. This guy's message is a wake-up call for us to prioritize learning about money and take control of our financial futures. By educating ourselves, creating a financial plan, and thinking like entrepreneurs, we can break the cycle of financial ignorance and work towards real wealth and independence. The journey to understanding money might be tough, but the benefits are definitely worth it. Point 6. Getting smart about money. Your guide to financial success. Knowing how to handle money is super important. You can start building your wealth at any age, but the earlier you begin, the better your chances of success. First, take a good look at your finances. Check out your income, what you spend, what you own, and what you owe. It's all about understanding where you stand. Think about your job and how much you make now. What can you expect to earn in the future? Also, look at your spending. Are there things you can cut back on? Being honest with yourself about your finances is key to figuring out what you need to improve. It's important to be realistic during this checkup. Many people think they can afford more than they really can. For example, if you dream of driving a fancy car, like a Mercedes, ask yourself if it fits your budget right now. Recognizing your financial limits isn't a failure. It's a smart move that helps you make better choices for your future. Once you know where you stand, it's time to set some clear and achievable financial goals. Goals give you direction and keep you motivated. They can be short-term, like saving for a fun trip, or long-term, like buying a house or retiring comfortably. Make sure your goals are realistic and have a timeline. For instance, if you want that Mercedes, maybe aim to save for a down payment in 5 years. A great example is someone who saved up for a Mercedes over 4 years by being smart with their money. This shows how powerful it is to have clear goals and work towards them step by step. Remember to make your goals specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. Smart. This way, you'll stay focused and motivated as you chase your financial dreams. The last step is to boost your financial knowledge. This is super important for reaching your financial goals. Financial intelligence means knowing how to manage your money well. It's about learning how to budget, invest, and plan for the future. The more you know, the better choices you can make to grow your wealth. Investing in your financial education is one of the best things you can do. There are tons of resources out there to help you learn more about money. Think about taking finance classes or go to workshops on personal finance and investing. Reading about finance can also give you great tips and advice. Plus, connecting with financial experts can provide you with guidance as you navigate your financial journey. Gaining practical experience is also key to building your financial smarts. If you find networking or sales challenging, consider taking a job that pushes you to develop those skills. Working in a sales role, even if it doesn't pay much, can help you gain confidence and learn valuable techniques. These experiences can really help you grow your financial skills and prepare you for future opportunities. In short, the road to financial success is built on 3 main steps: understanding your current finances, setting realistic goals, and boosting your financial knowledge. By following these steps, you can create a strong financial base that increases your chances of achieving wealth and independence. Point 7. Take smart risks for better financial growth. A lot of people now focus on keeping their money safe instead of letting it grow. This often means they just stick their cash in regular checking or savings accounts at the bank. While that feels secure, it really holds back their chances to build wealth. Investing in things like stocks and bonds might seem risky, but it can actually lead to much bigger returns over time. The stock market, for example, can help you grow your money faster than you might think, especially if you take the time to learn about it and keep an eye on market trends. If jumping into the stock market feels too scary, there are other ways to invest that can still help you grow your wealth. Real estate is a great option. Buying properties can bring in rental income and increase in value over time. Plus, there are tax lien certificates that can offer really good interest rates, often between 8% and 30%. That's way better than the tiny interest rates you usually get from savings accounts. But remember, with the chance for higher returns comes more risk. Investing in stocks means you could lose your money, but if you don't take those risks, you're pretty much signing up for low returns. It's easy to let the fear of losing money stop you from making moves that could lead to financial freedom. The key is to change how you think about risk. Embracing it can be a big part of building wealth. By stepping out of your comfort zone and trying different investments, you can open the door to better financial rewards. Also, getting a good grasp of financial basics is super important when it comes to investing. Learning about different investment options, how the market works, and what economic factors can affect your money will help you make smarter choices and create a plan that fits your goals. In short, if you want to see real financial growth, you need to be open to taking some risks. Whether it's stocks, bonds, real estate, or tax lien certificates, there's a lot of potential for wealth out there. Yes, the fear of losing money can be tough, but without taking risks, you won't find rewards. Embracing this mindset can lead to a brighter financial future, helping you break free from the limits of traditional banking and explore all the exciting opportunities in the investment world. Point 8. Why learning is more important than just earning. About making money, there's a big lesson to learn. It's not just about earning a paycheck, but about picking up valuable skills along the way. Imagine finishing college and landing a great job right away. For many, that's the dream. But for the author, his dad thought that was the ultimate goal. He believed that having a steady job was the key to being financially secure. But he had another dad who had a different take on things. He knew that real wealth isn't just about the money you make. It's about the knowledge and skills you gain that can open up new doors. After a few months in his job, the author decided to leave and join the Marine Corps to learn how to fly. His dad couldn't understand why he'd leave a safe job for something so uncertain. The second dad was thrilled with the decision. He saw that the author wasn't just chasing a paycheck. He was on a mission to learn. This is super important. He taught him that having a wide range of skills and knowledge is what really leads to financial success. In school, we often get pushed to specialize in one area. Think about doctors who focus on just one part of medicine. While that can be good, it can also limit your options. The first dad's experience shows this. Even with a fancy degree, he had money troubles. On the flip side, the second dad encouraged his kids to try out different jobs in his business. They worked in restaurants, sales, marketing, and even accounting. This wasn't about finding one perfect job. It was about building a toolkit of skills that would help them in the future. Learning is way more valuable than just earning. If you only focus on making money, you might miss out on chances to grow. In today's fast-paced world, being able to learn and adapt is super important. The job market is always changing, and those who can learn new things will have a better shot at success. Plus, when you focus on learning, you become more curious and innovative. Approaching your work with a learning mindset makes you more engaged and motivated. This can lead to feeling happier at work and performing better. Employers love workers who want to learn and grow because they help create a positive workplace. So what does working to learn look like? It means taking on challenges that push you out of your comfort zone. It's about asking questions, finding mentors, and being open to feedback. It also means taking charge of your own growth, like signing up for classes, going to workshops, or reading to expand your knowledge. Networking is also key. Meeting people from different backgrounds can give you fresh insights. Connecting with mentors who have been where you want to go can really help you on your journey. And remember, learning doesn't stop. The world is always changing, and new ideas pop up all the time. If you keep learning, you'll be ready to adapt and grab new opportunities. In short, the big idea here is to focus on learning instead of just earning. By prioritizing knowledge and skills, you can set yourself up for greater financial success and personal happiness. The road to wealth isn't just about stacking up cash. It's about becoming a well-rounded person who can handle life's ups and downs. The real path to financial freedom is all about the pursuit of knowledge and being open to learning from every experience. Point 9. Conclusion. Personal finance is not just about managing money. It's about changing how we think about it. The author shares lessons from two father figures in his life: his own dad, who struggled financially, and his best friend's dad, who was wealthy. From their different views, he highlights 6 key lessons that can help anyone become financially independent. The first lesson is a game changer. The rich don't just work for money. Many of us are taught to trade our time for a paycheck, but this can keep us stuck in a cycle of working hard without truly building wealth. Instead, he suggests we focus on creating assets that generate income. This shift in mindset is essential for breaking free from living paycheck to paycheck. Next up is the importance of financial education. Understanding money, investments, and the economy is crucial. Many people don't have the knowledge they need to make smart financial choices. By learning about finances, we can spot real assets, like real estate or stocks, that can help us grow our wealth. This knowledge gives us the power to shape our financial futures. The third lesson is about balancing a day job with a side hustle. Most of us have bills to pay, so it makes sense to keep a steady job while also working on a business that can bring an extra income. This way, we can reduce financial risks while exploring new opportunities. The fourth lesson is all about understanding taxes. Wealthy people often know how to navigate tax laws, which helps them keep more of their money. By learning about deductions and credits, we can lower our tax bills and keep more of what we earn. This knowledge is a valuable tool for building wealth. The fifth lesson encourages us to be bold and seize opportunities. Making money often requires a bit of courage. We should be proactive and look for ways to create value in our lives. This mindset can lead to new ideas and income streams, allowing us to create wealth rather than just earning it. Finally, the sixth lesson is about the benefits of learning a little bit of everything. Specializing too much can limit our options. Instead, having a diverse skill set and being open to learning about different areas can lead to exciting new ventures and greater financial success. In short, this isn't just a book about making money. It's about changing how we think about wealth and independence. The lessons shared encourage us to rethink our approach to work, education, and investing. By applying these ideas, anyone can take steps toward financial freedom and a brighter future. It might take some effort, but the rewards of being financially savvy are definitely worth it.